Well, hello there. Welcome back to Readings at the Round Table for your monthly numerology. I'm Jennifer, and I'm very happy to be here. I'll be honest with you. This has been a really interesting month for me. I got a cold at the beginning of November. I haven't been able to do a lot of my live shows, and my voice is still a little bit sketchy, so you may see me like in between eating a lot of cough drops or hitting pause a lot because and having the video being a little disjointed because of my coughing. But I have gotten through a really bad cold that went to a sinus infection and then an ear infection, which I haven't had in forever. So I am very happy to be able to report to you for your monthly numerology in December. Oh yeah, here we go. I have a lot to tell you about December. Okay, so the last month of 2024 is really wrapping up this wonderful 8-year with a lot of like interesting stuff happening, and also helping push this year of manifesting that we've had, this year of intense manifesting energy, abundance, like whichever way we went with it. Remember how at the beginning of this year I said this can be a year of abundance, like you can manifest an abundance of really good things or abundance of really crappy things. So it's been an interesting year for this little Virgo, I'm just saying. But December is not going to shortchange us at all. We kick off December, the last month of this 8-year, with a new moon in Sagittarius. New moon in Sagittarius hits its peak on December 1st at 1:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know. It's good. And I have a little surprise for you when I get to the end of the month. So, well, I don't have a surprise. I'm just reporting it. You understand. On December 6th, we have Mars going retrograde in Leo. Now, Mars in Leo going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde every couple of years. And the last time it went retrograde, it was in Gemini for like 8 months. And that was just like a nightmare for me personally. I don't know. A lot of other people experience the same thing because Mars in Gemini, not its finest place, not a happy place. Mars in Leo, pretty okay. It is. However, Mars going retrograde in Leo is telling us to slow down, is telling us to stop, think, before we act, before we speak, before we start communicating with people. Like, really just stop and slow down, because Mars in Leo is more, it is internal, but it's more of more about recentering things, because this is putting, or we're starting to recognize some of the challenging aspects that are coming towards us when we're trying to reach our goals or we're trying to move forward in any way. One guy online said it was like moving through sludge. It is. It's slowing us down. Excuse me. Because we need that time to recenter, and we need that time to reflect, and we need that time to look around at the challenges that are coming towards us, keeping us or slowing us down from moving forward, because we may need to be in that place of reflection or recentering. And that's especially true for the fixed signs, because Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are going to be feeling this at the first part of Mars going retrograde. Mars is again retrograde in Leo until January 6th, when Mars retrogrades back into Cancer, and now we're putting the cardinal signs in the hot seat: Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And Mars will be retrograde until February 23rd. Now, when Mars goes retrograde into our like super sensitive Cancer, that's going to make it more of an internal reflection. So just some like fun happenings here in December. On December 7th, we have Venus moving into Aquarius, and we also have Neptune going direct. Venus in Aquarius is fun-filled. I mean, Aquarius is fun-filled. How many Aquarians do you know that are just like, they're the life of the party? I gotta tell you, there's a couple of Aquarians, and you know who you are, that when you guys call me and say, hey, I need an appointment, I will drop everything to run to your phone call and be like, what you got? What you got? I love it. On the 15th, we got some good news because Mercury is going direct in Sagittarius. What? And it's coming at the perfect time because we also have a full moon in Sagittarius on the same day, on the 15th. And for some reason, I don't have it written down as to what time that is, which seems a little odd to me. So let me just go back to my calendar that I put down here. Full moon 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it hits its peak. Yeah. Thank you, Llewellyn. Am I right? On the 21st, we have the sun moving into Capricorn at 4:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the 24th, we have Christmas Eve for those of you that celebrate. On the 25th, we have, again, Christmas Day for those of you that celebrate. But also, Hanukkah begins on the same day. Happy Hanukkah. On the 26th, we have Kwanzaa beginning. And on the 30th, here's that little bonus, that little special treat for all of us. We have our second new moon of the month. New moon in Capricorn that hits its peak at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did double check that time. It is 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time according to my Llewellyn's calendar. This is, of course, our second new moon. So this is a black moon, to use the vernacular. This is typically more intense energy. So we have a lot of our pagan friends, like a lot of our Wiccan friends, that they use this energy in rituals and spells or intentions because it's definitely more intense and it intensifies all of those practices. This is definitely a very powerful time, and I love that we're wrapping up an 8-year in this powerful energy. I love it. So just get your intentions, set your intentions for the 2025, the 9-year that's coming. I think this is lining us up perfectly. I love it. So we are wrapping up December. We're wrapping up 2024 with 3 planets and South Node in air, 2 planets in fire plus North Node, 2 planets in water, and 2 planets in earth. We also have 3 planets that are retrograde: Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. So I really do feel like this is an excellent time. It's very balanced energy. We don't have just like everything in fire or everything in earth. It's really, really balanced energy, and I dig it. I really do. So I want to get out the crystal of the month. You know I didn't forget. So let's see what that is. The crystal of the month is rhodonite, not rhodochrosite, which I mean, those names get mixed up a lot, but it is rhodonite. So I want you guys to see this. It's so lovely. I have lots of different specimens of this. It is primarily pink with a lot of black in it. However, there are some that have more pink than black. I mean, this is a good example. It came from the same batch, so, you know, this I can't, you know, I knew that was going to happen. This is more pink on one side, a little bit gray. And then I have some of these that I love these, but they want to roll around. These 2 are fine examples that, again, I just wanted to give you guys some really great examples of rhodonite before I read from the books. So one book is, there it is, rhodonite. It has healing properties of intoning practices to escalate sound and amplify your connection. It is also excellent. It is an excellent heartstone that helps shed old patterns and pain, which when I looked at the definition itself, it's the exact same. But I like that because, when we have the new moon, and especially with 2 new moons in 1 month, when we have that new moon energy, if you are doing work with the new moon and the full moon, if you're following that rhythm, we release, when we hit that pinnacle of the new moon, we release all the things that we've been steadily releasing from the full moon to the new moon. And we just have one massive, just like push it all out so that we can clear the space to manifest from the new moon to the full moon. I mean, the day after the new moon is when I technically start manifesting. But it's a good time to release this old energy. And I think that is fantastic because we need to do that in order to make way for the new stuff coming in, the new things that we're bringing in. Which, again, this book, I love this book too. An emotional balancer that nurtures love and encourages the brotherhood of humanity. Oh, we need that. It stimulates and heals the heart. It grounds energy, balances yin and yang, and aids in achieving one's highest potential. This stone has strong resonance with forgiveness and assists in reconciliation after long-term pain and abuse, and is beneficial in emotional self-destruction and codependency. I like this. In past life healing, it deals with betrayal and abandonment, clearing away emotional wounds and scars from the past, whenever that might be. I like that because it could be anytime, right? It could be from past life or just last week. Whenever that might be, and bringing up painful emotions for transmutation. It promotes unselfish self-love and forgiveness. It helps in taking back projections that blame a partner for what is really inside oneself. It is a useful first aid stone. Rhodonite heals emotional shock and panic, supporting the soul during the process. It turns back insults, prevents retaliation. It recognizes that revenge is self-destructive and assists in remaining calm in dangerous or upsetting situations. Rhodonite. These are fantastic books, by the way. The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall, and of course, Crystal Therapy by and Judith Lukombowski. I think I'm saying that right. Lukomsky, yes, Crystal Therapy. And I think you can still purchase that book even though that one name isn't on there anymore. So, just going to put that right back up there so that we can look at this all month on any of my videos. I know, I like to do that. Well, I like to do that now that I've started this. Okay, I will also be reading from 2 different cards as per usual. Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland and the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen, we're not saying her name. But those are the cards that I'll be pulling from for this month. I am truly, truly excited that we all have come this far in 2024. It's been a really interesting year for me personally. I would love to know how it's been for you. And I also want to get to these numbers and see what your personal numerology is for the last month of this 8-year. Hey everybody, real quick, full disclosure. This is another day of recording because my voice just like totally gave out. So I had to continue this on a different day. So, trying to keep up the continuity, not good at that. I try really hard because I'm a Virgo and I really like for things to be perfect. But the sun is shining today, and it hasn't been because it's been raining a lot. It's been really cloudy. And so I'm not bitching because the sun's shining. I love that it's a sunny day, but I really like it has to be sunny like right now after the cat has just pulled down my blackout shade. It's really perfect. So the lighting is going to look different. Hopefully my voice lasts like the rest of the readings that I'm doing today. Because I also have a couple of clients scheduled in. So we'll see how that goes. But one other thing is I've been doing projects with my kids. So I've paint on my fingers. They're not dirty. Please do not come at me in the comments or DM me or anything and tell me that my hands are dirty and that I should take better care. I've been doing projects with my kids and they are like, they don't look the freshest, okay? But they are clean. I have washed my hands. I've scrubbed them. But there's still some paint and there's still some stuff like on my fingernails. So whatever. But still very, very excited to see all of you back. And let's see what your individual numbers have for you. Hello, Life Path 22. Last month of this fantastic 44-8 year. Let me tell you, Life Path 22, this is a 6 month for you. A 6 month. I do feel like this is a good, it's a good way to wrap up this really dynamic year. And let's face it, well, I'm a 22-4, so I understand. This has definitely been a year of a lot of big ups and downs for me, and it's been a year of real growth. I think it's been in the right direction. But I love that we are wrapping up this really dynamic year with a 6. It's not a 33-6, it is a 6 energy. I did the math several times just to make sure. So, I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to cough. It's, my voice is really towards the end of the day, So this energy of the 6, this vibration of the 6 is wonderful. It's very artistic, but it's very family, friends, love, compassion, community sort of energy. The mantra of the 6 is, I'm compassionate and generous, inspiring mutual love and respect and truth. I love that. I really do. So this is a very artistic energy. Like I was saying, it's very community oriented with community and family, values and energy is the best way to describe it. This is a great opportunity for you because you're a natural counselor. This is also a very counselor vibe. This is where the 6 energy wants you to embrace being a counselor, being a friend. It wants you to be compassionate. But the thing about the 6 energy is it's not just about being compassionate to others. It's also being compassionate to yourself, which is fantastic because 22s are very much, the arbitrator. They want to see everyone get along. They want to strengthen and heal relationships and help build relationships, but they don't always turn that in on themselves. It's a fantastic opportunity for you to not only be compassionate with yourself, but to also be very generous with yourself. Again, teaching that mutual love and respect for mankind, for other people, but including yourself in that frame, that energy. So this is definitely bringing in harmony. Harmony is not like an overwhelming amount of happiness. It's not an overwhelming amount of sadness. It's a balance between the two. It's a balance between the light and the dark. Really, again, really important. With marriage, partnerships, all of it, home and work, it's very important to bring in that balance and harmony. Sorry, I just started coughing. So it is important to bring in that balance and harmony. This is really that vibration of as above, so below. So as in heaven, so should be on earth, or whatever it is in your belief system. It is as above, so below. What are we putting out there is what we're receiving. The lesson of the 6 is to be patient, accepting, and to speak our truth without judgment or a desire for a specific outcome. This is really important because with Mercury and Mars retrograde in a month with 2 new moons, everything is going to be intensified. Everything is going to feel like more, you know, and having a challenge with being able to speak our truth is going to be a little bit difficult. But when you're in a place where you can't speak your truth openly, especially during this 6 vibration, this 6 energy, it is going to cause some nervous energy. It's going to cause us to be overly sensitive. So that's something that we really need to pay attention to, because those are the shadow sides of the 6. It's also important that in this 6 energy that we learn to be alone without being lonely. I think for a lot of us 22-4s, we're okay with that. Because the 22-4 is a life path of work. It's a life path of manifesting. It's a life path of just like building and just all the time just go, go, go. So when you're in this energy of that you can feel alone without being lonely, we're good. We don't have a problem with that. Now, here's the thing. When you're in that 6 vibration, you're going to want to take responsibility for the way other people choose to live their lives. Or you're going to want to take responsibility to like take some of the edge off of other people to help them out. We're not looking for that. We're not wanting to embrace that part. Acknowledge it like you do all shadow sides. Acknowledge it, but don't step into that. Because your shadow side, one of your shadow effects is feeling overwhelmed and feeling like there's too many problems to solve and giving up easily. We don't need to take on responsibility for other people. We are full up, okay? Remember that Life Path 22. We don't need to accept responsibility for other people's choices and actions because we are full. I know. It's going to be challenging. Be patient. This is something that is critical. Sorry. Be patient. This is something that is critical for the 22-4 because we're not known for our patience, especially if we're a Virgo. Just saying. So, let's see what's in the cards and see if we can get some good advice cards here. I just want to remind you of your mantra, which is, I ignite the torch of discovery and healing within my world. Sounds pretty great, doesn't it? And the life lesson of the 22 is to push through feelings of procrastination and overwhelmment in order to embrace our true life's purpose. So we don't need to invite any extra in. No. Whew, what a great month, though. What a great month with all these gatherings, like family, friends, business. It's, yeah. December's a month of like parties, isn't it? Ooh, this is good. Bridget. Come on, focus. Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Oh, I like this. Stand up for what you believe is right, which is goes along with that whole healer, counselor energy, and you're stepping into that teacher, healer, friend, counselor vibe with the 6. The one thing I really do love about the 6 vibration and the 6 energy is it's so artistic and so creative. And I think that's fantastic for a 22-4 because we're not known for just being like, I don't want to say artistic, but we're not known for just like going, oh, let's just spend lots of time in our creativity. It's more about building and manifesting and setting up foundations and structure. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. That is fantastic. Okay. Full moon in Libra. Full moons are at the end of this book. Libra somewhere in the middle. There we go. All right. Let's see what this means. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests that either you're about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There's a sense that you need to balance your own ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your questions. Attune to the moon. Let go of that which is falling away, which is really, really perfect for us as we are entering into a 9-year. And it's also fantastic because 6 vibration is all about harmony. Harmony, harmony, harmony. Balance. Balance is a key word with harmony. Thank you so much for joining me today, 22. Thank you so much for sticking around with me for this crazy year, the 44-8 year. It's been a lot of ups and downs. For me, I don't know about for all 22-4s, but it really has been a time of growth, and I think it's been challenging, but really, really good. Yeah. So I hope it's been that way for you as well. I look forward to what 2025 is bringing us. I look forward to doing more work with you in this new year, but until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.